tonight. With each battle that we face, we defy the dark's embrace. Legends growing with each stride. In unity we confide. No fear in our eyes, just stars guiding us through endless wars. Destiny is in our hands. Together we take a stand. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight. As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory we are free. Timeless heroes, legends glad. Together we save this land. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, and this week I am joined with Brian and Godwin and Zed. How's the sound, guys? We good? Music's not too loud? All right. Welcome back, viewers. So, season 1, 2, and 3. We have what are called shadow sessions, which are basically sessions that are with a single player. If the players have gone out and done something on their own or somehow separated from the party, or there's things they wanted to accomplish, we do a shadow session. Say that 3 times real quick.
Yeah, shadow session, shadow session.
Yeah, but
That's phrase.
so this week it's with you. Go check out the system. It's doing well. Could be doing better if you guys go order a copy or send it to your friends, etc., etc., etc. www.highestlevelwall.com.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good week?
Yeah.
Yeah? Not bad?
I mean, maybe I think I needed an extra set. Good.
Awesome. Well, we're still going to do our session this weekend as well, or our 3 sessions this weekend, or 3 streams. But we need to get this out of the way.
Yeah.
For the shit you pulled.
Hey, man.
I know.
Sometimes things just happen.
They do.
Levers are too enticing to not push forward.
Buttons. As Lily would say,
levers,
stop touching it.
Stop touching it. Lily wasn't there, so
She wasn't. Hey,
things might have been different.
Madam Desiree, what's going on? Bruh, she said.
Bruh.
Yeah. Nice t-shirt. Can't see my t-shirt, but
It's there.
there you go. Something other than black. Very strange for me, but yeah, so
It's a slightly lighter black.
you remember what happened last week?
Yep.
We're going to start with Zed.
Alright. Should be fine.
Yeah. As you recall, Zed, you were in this ship. Now, I had to make it white, but it's typically shadowy and black. We'll zoom in here and see. You're in space. You push forward on the joystick and it evoked the ship's button. You went through some sort of time tunnel that you're not sure exactly what happened. When you come out of that and slow back down, in front of you, there's a heads-up display that pops up. The ship slows down. You see a light blink over here and then go solid red. And the ship goes out of your control, like it's on some sort of autopilot. You, before you, when you're looking out the front of the ship, you can see asteroids.
Okay.
But not only are there asteroids, there is a massive ship. Jet black, looks like a skiff type ship. It has sails on it. It's shadowy looking. Is so tiny compared to this. This thing is approximately 1,000 feet long.
Right.
You do see some movement on that ship, but it's so far away you really can't tell what's going on. You see a few structures on this center asteroid, some towers that are extending up, quite a few actually. And when your ship goes on autopilot, you're just going towards this asteroid or whatever. The heads-up display, like I said, that appears in front of you is a circular thing, but it shows where you're located. It blinks where you're located on your ship. And you have space navigation, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh shit, there's no.
It's going to be under intelligence.
Yes.
You recognize you're still in Shill space. You have not left Ashentail space. You're still in Ashentail space, which is odd. You're not exactly sure why, but you're still in Ashentail space, and you can tell you're quite a distance away from the continent of Shill and Lux and all that. But it does show up on your heads-up display where Shill is, where the prime material plane is, and where Lux is located. It also shows another area that looks like it's really close to the edge of the crystalline sphere, and you think that's the general location of where the Necrothian ship, the Necrothian stronghold is. It's showing you that. You also see a small dot, and you realize you might be able to manipulate the heads-up display in front of you to zoom into these things if you want to. You also see another dot that's blinking like a green color, somewhere distant in space, not far from Lux.
He'll try to
move into
try to move
it.
into it. Try to zoom.
Okay. So you look at it, you kind of hold your hand out, and you realize that it reacts to you, and you can zoom in with it. And when you do, you see the Death Sickle, Zira and Gordon's ship. It's actually being tracked on this heads-up display.
Right.
You notice that on Lux, the Sun Chaser is actually glowing kind of a yellow blinking light as well. Like all those ships are being tracked with this heads-up display. You get closer, your ship moves in, and as you get closer, you can see other ships like yours. And your ship comes to the location that is farthest north right there, and comes in and automatically docks onto that area right there. When you land on it, it's like an elevator. and it starts to open up and go down.
Into the asteroid.
And you see the top of it close. You come down into what looks like a cavernous area where you see approximately 40 or 50 other ships just like this, all in formation. You see other Zeds all over the place walking around, like you would see the clones, the Geo9ers, or the ED10s. It's the same thing. They're moving all around, doing maintenance, you know, that kind of sort of thing. So you go down into the asteroid. About 4 of them come over to where the ship is, and they start pulling the ladders down from the side of your vessel and hooking up hoses, and your cockpit opens. And they salute you.
Salute them back.
Okay. What do?
Just step down.
Okay, you start stepping down on the ladder. You get to the bottom, and 2 of them there, of course, salute you, and one of them says, General Dalmar requests your presence at HQ.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What looks like a high elf female. She has insignia on. It looks like she's probably lower ranked than you, but you're not sure. All of these other Zeds, they have also lower rank, but you're not sure what those rankings are. She comes up to you and salutes. She says, General, welcome back.
Thank you.
This way. She starts walking through the bay. She comes over to a what looks like a tram of some sort, and she sits down on it.
No, just
you get in.
Down.
Okay. She pushes a few levers, and you very quickly start going to what would be the east direction. And you go probably 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet or so, and the tram comes to a stop. And you see what looks like an elevator there. And she nods at you and waits for you to get off.
Nod back. Exit the tram and
Okay.
head towards the elevator like he knows what he's doing.
All right. When you walk up to the elevator, it opens for you.
Step on.
Okay. You get on and it starts going, the doors close and it starts going up automatically. You go up about the same distance as you came down, and then the doors open up. And when you come out the door, you're in a hallway. You are the purple Zed.
All right. Helps.
The ground is made of some sort of metal plating, the walls as well. You recognize the walls as being very similar to the Sub Rosa.
Okay.
When you step off when you come out the doorway, behind you an energy field invokes. Cross it.
It's always a good start.
In front of you is also an energy field of some sort holding the doorway, and you can see through, and you can see what looks like some sort of table, and you can see a couple other Zeds in here. You come in.
Say that. Hello,
Okay. You come in. When you walk up, it doesn't change, like the energy field doesn't change. It doesn't open or anything. You just walk through it, or you don't see any buttons or
try to step through.
Okay, you go right through this energy field. It doesn't seem to affect you, and you come into this room. This is what you see. Sitting at the table directly to your left is a barbarian with blonde hair. Got a serious look on his face.
So super serious. Right.
And he
Serious
looks at you, with a serious look. But then when he sees you, he kind of brightens up a little bit. He's like, "Hey, Z, welcome back.
Trip.
Well done. You look to your right, and you look. There's a heads-up display in the center of this table that looks like similar to what was in your ship. It's showing chill space, or ashen space, I'm sorry. There's lots of Zeds in here. You look and you turn to your right, and you see this guy has the markings of a general, and he is Dark Elven. Or, as I learned that we can say, Drow, because Orc license allows us to do that, which is kind of cool. I learned that this week. All those times that we haven't.
Then we've corrected it on that.
We've corrected it. It doesn't matter. So there are 3 huge screens that are showing different locations on them. Zed's sitting all around in these different locations, and you kind of come in a little bit and turn to your right, and you see Kazav. He's on the ground. He's got some kind of thing around his mouth that's keeping his mouth for him being able to speak. It's some kind of device that doesn't look very comfortable. His hands are behind his back. He's on his knees. There are 2 Zeds above him with energy rifles pointed right at his head. And this general over here starts moving over this way a little bit toward you. Z, welcome back. Thank you. The guards that are holding Kazav looks at you and just has a fucking evil, like I'm gonna kill you look on his face. One of the Zeds that's standing over him, he says, General Dalmar, do you want us to put him in a cell? He goes, no, you will wait. He's dressed in this white and black armor. On his hip, you can see 2 energy swords that are not invoked, and also 2 other blades that look like, one looks like a saber and the other looks like a katana. And he just walks right up to you and he says, he's got a smirk on his face. He goes, well done.
Seemed more like child's play. No idea what was even going on.
Well, you succeeded, and that's all that matters. He looks at your bracer, you know, and he's like, is everything working fine with it?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Not sure how you recharged it so quickly, but evidently you did so. And Xavier goes, oh, Z's got it together, man. He's got it together. And he stands up and walks over to you and pats you on the back. This guy seems very familiar with you. He pats you on the back. And he's short. He's about 5'6". He's a little barbarian guy.
Happy about it. That's fine.
They all have a symbol of a black and white hourglass on them. Everybody in this room.
All the Zeds, everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, and he says, Jim and I will be very pleased to hear what has taken place. Xavier goes, so, you're going to let him just chill for a while, right? And he smiles, and General Dalmar looks at you and goes, yeah, you can take some time off for now. Unless, of course, you want to interrogate this idiot. He turns and looks over at Kazav, who's still glaring at you, just like, what?
Might be a good idea.
Well, that's up to you. If you'd like to interrogate him, you could do so. The 2 Zeds that are pointing at you says, take him to interrogation, and they look at you and say that.
Do so.
Okay. So these 3 Zeds and Kazav, they come by you this way, and they go through this doorway over here. Do you follow them, or?
Yeah, he'll follow.
Okay. Delmar goes back over to here.
And he'll pat the barbarian on the shoulder and
Okay.
he walks by. And,
All right. He says, "Hey, let's catch a drink when you get a chance if you're done with this idiot."
of course, right?
He goes over and sits back down at the table. You come through the doorway. They take and put Kazav up on this platform and step down from it. And it invokes and just locks him to it and drops him down to his knees. He's like, and he can't move. And these two Zeds salute you and they leave. They go back into this room. So you're left in this room alone with him and 4 other Zeds. Actually, 3 other Zeds. Another one leaves.
I'll just kind of walk around the room like he's eyeballing Kazab, but then also trying to get a read on the room.
Okay.
And
So
what the specifics of the device are, things like that. Trying to kind of observe.
all right. You do notice some crates over here in the corner that are just sitting there. You notice that the platform that Kazab is standing on has several different functions. You think that this actually might be some sort of portal or teleportation device, as well as what it's being used for currently. These guys, you realize, are the ones at the bottom down here. Are the one on the far left, this guy right here. He seems to be the one controlling the device itself that's holding Kazab down.
Does Zav still have the stuff on his mouth, or is he?
Yeah, he still has the stuff on his mouth.
Yeah, that's no shit. Zav has nothing to swear. Forgot about that shit. I assume they emptied all of his pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, your stuff's still back at security headquarters in Lux.
Yeah, he'll walk over to the guy that's on the console.
Okay.
He's controlling.
He looks at you.
Will this device allow him to speak through interrogation?
You'll need to take his voice collar off. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
He gets up and walks onto the platform. Even it doesn't seem to be doing anything to him.
So does it just affects Kazab?
Yeah, it seems to be just affecting Kazab. He walks up. Where you're standing here, you really can't see what he does. Do you want to move to where?
Yeah. He'll kind of like he's still pacing around the room.
Okay.
Like he's
Kind of paces over to here, and
doing like an aggressive pace, like he wants to look.
He goes over, and it looks like on the left side of Kazab, or his right, he pushes some kind of button, and the collar comes off. Why have you captured me? This Zed that's in front of him looks at you and then goes like this to smack him.
He waves him off.
Okay. He moves over to here and sits back down in this chair.
I don't
Turns and looks at you, fucking traitor.
Traitor. Traitor has to have something to betray Kazaf.
You board the Sub Rosa and become one of our crew, and now you're a fucking traitor. You bring me here. Why have you captured me?
Because I like toys, Kazaf. And so do the people that I work with. And I will ask, is this Zed a traitor? Is this one? Is this one? We all painted with your same brush, Kazaf. And I'm the bad guy.
Who are you working for?
You're not here to ask questions, Kazaf. Just answer.
Why did you steal the box?
I told you I like toys. Do you think it's important?
The Admiral thought so.
Oh, did your little admiral have use for it, did she? Was it more useful than you, Kazav? Are we jealous?
They'll find me, and they will discover you. You are a traitor, and they will discover it by the light of Gold Star.
You really think Gold Star is going to save you from here, Kazav?
What is it you want to know?
I want to know what you know. What the Admiral knows. What your holy host knows.
About what? You know as much as I do. You've been there this whole time. You see the other Zeds like in the room look at you like,
You seem very misinformed for someone who feels so smart.
you're not the Zed from our ship.
Oh, there's the brains we were looking for. Funny thing about clones, Kazan. Put as many of them in many places as you want.
Did you think I know that?
I thought you might. Not everything is as it seems, Kazan. No matter where we stand. What would you do if I let you go and you could run back to your precious end? What's left of your Sub Rosa?
I'm sure that I'm already doing that. As you've said, clones can be in many places. What do you think created you? All of you. Magic that I possess. I understand the process of growing. And I'm sure that as we speak, my other clones are being invoked. The Admiral will know the situation. I'm sure I'll be able to, or they will be able to see what I am seeing, perhaps.
You think you have enough time for all of that, Kazab?
At this point, I know that I am in captivity and that I probably will not survive this situation. Unless you have some sort of way to make me talk, you're not going to get anything else out of me.
Perhaps I brought you here just for the torture. Maybe I already know everything, Kazab. Maybe you're just for fun.
Get it over with then.
In due time.
General Dalmar walks in the door. You hear it open and he comes in. You talking?
Rambling mostly. Slow on the uptake. Still thinks I'm a friend.
We need to capture the other Zed. I know that was not part of your mission. You did succeed. We have Kazav, we have the box that's being looked at. Jim and I will request an update soon. We are protected. He will not be able to transfer his energy back to his other clones. And he turns and looks at him. Or did you think you could?
He was quite excited about it.
We are in the future. Your magic will not traverse into the past currently. Sikazav frowned for a second. The future? Yes. The best place to be. This shadow base is not even constructed in your timeline. We are but a scouting mission for the great god Gemini. And you just happen to be in the way. Sikazav looked down for a second. What does this great god Gemini want? Well, that is the question, isn't it? Probably not something that you should ask, unless you want to ask him yourself. Zeb, gonna get a worried look on his nose. But I don't think you want him. And if we send you there, you'll never come back. The question isn't whether or not you're going to do the smart thing and start talking, or whether we have to change you to bring you to our side. You seem kind of frown from me. Oh, yes, the dark runic magic. You're familiar with it. Obedience runes will be placed upon your flesh. You will tell us everything you know.
You could always just confide in an old friend, because avoid all.
I have a feeling whether I confide or not, this fate is already going to affect me in the way that he has spoken. Oh, this is a smart one. He looks at you. An intelligent one. Yes, you will be transformed. And he starts walking this way. And you will come under the fold of Gemini. You will be a minion, says all those. No one escapes it. You know how painful the ruins are. I look forward to having you on our side. Turns to the other Zed and nods at him. And you see him go on his screen and punch in some things. And you see Kazab basically teleported or shifted from the platform to somewhere else. He disappears. Dalmar walks over to you and stands like next to you and kind of looks down, looks over at you and he's like, Gemini will be pleased. You have done well.
According to the plan?
Yes. This box of theirs is... it could prove useful.
We have it for study?
Yes, it's a simple device, something that we can easily use. Question is how we're going to use it. I will suggest to Gemini that we perhaps use it with the other Zed and you. If we could place you within his body and bring him to yours, then we will have both of you. The moment he enters your body and has the ruins invoked, he will be yours.
This will work even with the transfer?
Oh yes. Once he's in your body, the ruins will take control of him. Just as it did you and all the others. All of us.
And that's currently where you've sent him?
Yes, he is back at the homeworld. Gemini will, I'm sure, do all that he needs to take care of the situation. Any information on the Manal? Did you see or hear anything?
No.
Gemini is growing impatient.
Slippery one.
Yes. If we could capture him or find some information about him and get him back to where he needs to be, we could leave this accursed place. I grow tired of this place. I want to go back home. My wife awaits me and my children. This mission has been taxing. The homeworld awaits you as well, perhaps, if you succeed or continue to succeed as well as you have up to this point. I know that Gemini will be pleased with what you have done.
And the rest of these?
I don't know what we'll do. We may leave this accursed place altogether once he is captured. That is all that he wants as far as I know. The Council of Gods are still looking at him. The investigation is becoming heated. Gemini is growing impatient. It is up to us to try to figure this out and get this Manal back. I knew the day that he brought him into the house was a problem. I told him, but he would not listen. The fact that we have the Dark Ruins is a good thing, but now Gemini has control of it. We have no need of it. As far as I'm concerned, this Manal could be destroyed. We just have to capture him.
So I will need to head back.
Perhaps. We will see what the mission entails, what Gemini wants. I need to speak with him.
Of course.
In the meantime,
Perhaps it's time for a drink.
yes, enjoy yourself. I'm sure Xavier and you will do what you always do. You need sleep. Bunks are downstairs.
Very well. Turn in.
Okay.
Get back out.
Go back out into the room. Okay, you go back out. Xavier's out here. He's like, hey, the idiot talk.
Only about trivial things and late understandings.
They send you back to the homeworld. Kind of laughs.
We'll talk soon enough, I suppose.
Yeah. Come on, let's have a drink. And he goes this way. Goes through this door.
All
right. You come into this room right here. You see energy weapons and you see an elevator. You see different Zeds all around. They all stand to attention when you come in. Xavier doesn't stop them. He just leaves them at attention. And he walks into this elevator right here.
The walkthrough.
Okay.
Is there energy weapons as far as like?
So you look at
Easily
the energy
accessible.
weapons in the cases and this rack of rifles that's sitting right here. Much more complex looking than you're used to. You don't really, you don't gain any memories or anything from it. You're not sure, about the future, so to say, like you were before you were having kind of these visions. That doesn't really happen to you. And you walk through and get into the elevator. Xavier pushes the button and you go down. You come into what looks like a mess hall of some sort, and he goes over and sits down at a table and pulls a bottle out. A couple glasses, a couple mugs. He pours a couple rounds into the mugs and sets the bottle on the table. Says, to you, Z. Good job. Well done.
To me.
Yeah. Yeah. He takes a big drink of it. It's some sort of ale, real frothy, kind of dark in nature. Has a strong aftertaste, leaves it in your mouth. But
I'll make a big show of a big drink, but just kind of just taste it first.
okay, all right. He takes a big swig out of it, and then he says, "So, box, what's it do?" Dow wasn't sharing any of the information with me. Fucking asshole, as usual.
Good body swap.
What do you mean, like?
Electrodes to the head. Me and you.
What?
Or me and you, or you and me.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy as fuck.
Useful.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how Jim and I would want to use that.
I'm sure there's plenty of excitement around. Do they take that to the home too?
No, they didn't. No, it's in there. He's still fucking around with it. I don't know exactly what it does, but if it's useful to Jim and I, then I'm sure that they'll tell us what they're going to do with it.
Might actually be useful if it does send me back.
You think you will?
Like
I mean,
you said.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're the dude, man. You're the man. You're the one that's getting us in there.
I meant the asshole that's back there.
Oh,
One that's not-
switching you with him? Fuck.
And then
That's deep undercover.
And then he's ours, and whatever I want.
So he'll come into your bot? So like you gotta, so you'd have to take it back with you and then find him.
Because he says if he's even that, the body swap rooms take effect even with that.
Oh yeah, fucking cursed fucking things. You know,
Gemini, damn it, can you say that?
it's been a while since he invoked those obedience runes on me, but fuck, I still remember how painful it is. I'm not straying no more. I'm not doing nothing.
One's too plenty, my friend.
Well, you know, I heard that when Minar left, they invoked the runes on him, but it didn't stop him.
Yeah, that's a tricky fucker.
Yeah, well, you know, he helped Jim and I create those. Something, a combination of quantum magic and dark runic magic. The two of them, I don't know what the fuck they did, but
It's more complicated back there.
oh yeah. You know,
Everybody wants to fuck around with everybody.
you know, Delmar wants to go back, but man, I mean, you know, stuck here as a bitch. I want to do something, but fucking hate them. It's all a fucking illusion, man. Everything seems so perfect. The way Jim and I set it up, it's
You let me take all these edge and just go be pirates.
that'd be fucking cool.
Just saying. What more use does he have after everything?
We could take the skiff. That would be awesome.
Imagine,
Just go fucking
imagine
pirating in ashen space.
just the rest of our lives as pirate kings.
Dude, I'm with you on that. If they allow us to do something like that, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm on board.
I know he doesn't want to be in this place anymore, but we can still stay and fuck it up. You know?
Well, you know, we could ask for some shore leave. Just fucking take the skiff out of. They don't fucking need it. They're not using it.
It's true.
I mean,
What the hell? What's
it's
gonna happen
rude
to
and
us?
everything.
What's
you
gonna
know?
happen to us here?
I can't fucking fly it. I can't pilot it. But
No, we can work that.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need a mage. I don't know. Maybe we could. I don't know how we do that.
Too bad the mage we just sent away doesn't still think we're friends.
Hey, if he came back with runes on it, maybe maybe we could come up with some. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna let us fucking do that. We don't. Dalmar keeps saying something about fucking with time. That's why we can't do anything here. The only thing we can do is if we go there. As far as I'm concerned, we're thousands of years ahead, so I don't think there's shit to worry about if we go back. There wouldn't be if we're here and we try to adjust things. I think that's going to piss Gemini off. He's not a time god here, but he has some power, but he's going to draw some attention if we try to do some shit like that. Like Dalmar was talking about your ship, how it could actually, these ships could actually fuck some shit, moving in and out.
Time is a bitch.
Yeah. Had any effects? Anything going on with you? Or?
Some weird things. No, wait. Describe it as mind tweeting.
You sure that's not the clone shit that's going on? I know you were having problems with that before.
It's possible. That's what I'm saying. It's more exaggerated.
I mean, that's why you were chosen. The rest of them aren't having that issue. It's just you. There's something with you. I don't know. I know that.
I don't know. Being back there, that other fucker.
When you were with the Necrothians and you were on their vessel and all that shit happening, it kept shifting in and out of time. That ship that you were on, all the Zeds from that ship, those 3 ships were affected, except for the ones that died when it was blown up. But the other 2 ships, they were affected. I don't know if the Necrothians, that fucking Necrothian bullshit, man. I know Gemini says that it's under control, but I feel like some of you might have some shit going on with that. I don't know. Have they talked to you about that?
Word. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit, man.
It's not a word till it's a problem and you're the problem. Standing in front of them.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Getting pulled off the rifting, closing the rifts. I don't miss the gear. I don't miss all that bulky shit. But man, as far as I know, Gemini's responsible. It's not that. I know Minar was behind it all, the group that came from the other crystalline sphere to close the rift. But whatever happened with that radiant dragon eating the sun, that was caused by us rifting. That was caused by us closing the rifts. Fucking bitch, what was her name? Taria, I think is her fucking name. We didn't know that bitch was minion of a cat or directly connected to him.
It's cats, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know if they really know what the hell they got going on.
I hear Sal's here, which I'm sure that complicates things. I know Gemini mentioned something about staying away from him.
Here?
Yeah, in the past. Yeah, he's here, man. Dude, you come across him, you don't fuck with him, man. He's dangerous. Even Gemini leaves him alone. I don't know what the deal is with the 2 of those. They used to be allies and now they're not. I don't know, man, but
it makes Gemini skin crawl.
Well,
I
mean, yeah. From what I hear, he has his own Minar as well.
Man, those fuckers are not as many of me.
Fucking hundreds of them, man. There's fucking as many as there are Zeds, as far as I know. But Z, check it out. As far as I'm concerned, you're the original, dude. You're my man. He holds his mug up, takes a drink. You've done a great job. All these others, those ones they had to fucking lock up, the ones that started getting, what was the term? I don't going against Gemini. I don't know what it was. That fucking shit. Whatever it was, the clones are ruined. Those clones are ruined. Yeah, they can't do anything with it.
Figure out why.
Something to do with time, man. Something to do with time and the Necrophian fucking virus. I mean, I'm just glad we have the cure. That fucking shit. I was scared to death of that shit, but fuck, we ain't got to worry about that now. By the way, did you get your shot? I mean, I don't know. Did you come across them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're probably good. But as long as you get your shot, you're good.
There was rumblings of cures even back there.
What?
Yeah.
They got a cure?
I think they do.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
Which is interesting.
I know Jim and I had to do some crazy shit to create the cure from what I hear, but I don't know the details. I just know I just know for a fact that it was complicated, so to say. And that's that
boosters.
All those fucking other Gemini or all those other fucking Zeds that went against Gemini, they all had that initial fucking shot and it didn't work, man. It did something weird to them. They all, and I wasn't going to be a fucking lab rat, I wasn't about to. But now we got it under control. It's all good.
I don't know, man. It feels like we're all rats in a cage sometimes.
Oh, ain't that the fucking truth?
Doesn't really matter how much we rage.
I've been doing this for fucking 3,000 years with Gemini, and I try not to complain, man, but I know he has a plan that's beyond what we know, but he's really bringing some heat down with this fucking Council of Gods bullshit. In fact, the South's there now, and we're here. Like, I even heard a rumor that Master Rona Rashida is here. The Time God. He's in shit right now.
Now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly how. Something about to come back in. I don't think he's come out of it, but he's here in a way. I don't know. All that time bullshit. I try not to get into it. I know Lene was talking about it. She said that the fact that he's here along with the rest of House Rising is fucking complicated things on finding this Minar. As far as we know, the only clue that we have is that fucking sword.
Sword?
Yeah. Grey Ridge.
Oh.
Yeah, that sword he fucking created. For some reason, he's still stuck on finding that fucking thing. I don't know what it is about that sword, but something to do with him that he wants it. Maybe he thinks he could cut Gemini down with it. I don't fucking know, but I doubt it. Gemini's timeless. So yeah, so he drinks a little bit. You guys all have some revelry, and you talk a little bit more. He talks a little bit about the homeland. He talks about the fact that he doesn't miss it. He'd like to do the pirating thing, and he discusses that with you quite a bit. He says he'll look into it and see what he can't do to maybe find a pilot and see if you can't do something as long as you're not, supposed to do something else. And it's about that time one of the Zeds comes in the room. It's generals. Dalmar's requested your presence in the main room.
Think we could get them to call us Pirate Kings instead?
Yeah. Hey, from now on, call us Pirate Kings. Can you see this other? Very well, sir. Pirate Kings, if you would please report to the main room.
That's nice.
He goes, and tell the other fuckheads that,
every single one of them.
Every one of them calls Pirate Kings.
No, you are different. Every single one of them.
Can there be two Pirate? I guess there could be two Pirate Kings.
It's plural kings.
Yeah, we're both Pirate King from now on.
It's like their own council.
he salutes. He says, "Very well, yes, sirs." And he walks away. Xavier gets up and goes over to the elevator.
Okay.
You guys come up. You come into the main meeting room. We're going to take a quick break right there, and we will be right back, you guys. And we're back. We are leaving from there and coming to the come back in.
Are we now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see shit. It's crazy.
Godwin, you're sitting at the bar at the come back in, and you're sitting next to Erez and Adric and Clip, and you just talked to Master Rona Mashita. And he said what he said to you. At the end of the bar's Trill and
At Dwarves Lane.
Obelar, yeah. And they just got through laughing at you and about what Rona said, and the Clip's like, so what are you gonna do, man?
Question. So roll for gut feeling if I should just stick around and meditate for 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That's a crit.
So you think that he wants you to make some sort of vow, and that's probably what you need to be meditating on, is what type of vow you're going to make to convince him to train you. Yeah. So hanging out here for 2 days might work. It's up to you, but your gut feeling is that's what he's looking at, is for you to make a vow, whether it be, you don't know what type of vow. Maybe that's what you need to meditate on or try to figure out.
Yeah. He'll actually try to put telepathy the blade disarm.
Okay.
Disarm.
Yeah.
How you doing in there?
Not bad. Not bad. Are you going to update me on everything that's happened, or?
Yeah. Queen's dead.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely gone from existence. 100%.
Whoa. Well, the Dark Elves will be in an uproar over that.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want me to look at freeing you or something. You're just happy where you're at. But
Oh, yeah, no, I'm always down for that. I won't have to serve her anymore, so that's good. What about the future? Like what deity's going to take a hold of that sphere, I wonder?
that is the question. It is have a political kerfuffle right now. Hells want the abyss. People don't want the hells to have the abyss. You know how it goes.
No, how did it happen? Was it you?
No.
No?
No.
How'd she die?
She was pretty sure just unmade by, the devil. Leader of the ninth plane of hell, that kind of thing.
Oh, so he was down there.
Yeah, he may have been following us.
Um, well,
Anyway, we'll get back to that. Can you tell time?
um,
Could you count for 2 days
count for 2 days.
and then like shake on my hip like a,
Dude, I don't know about that. I fucking time. I don't even really know how much time's passed. That's the fucked up thing about being Indian.
well, at least 30 years
Yeah,
in a day or two.
yeah. I mean, how long you want me to count?
2 days?
2 fucking days?
Hey, man, I'm just asking.
I'm not sure how accurate it would be.
It doesn't have to be super accurate. Just, a little buzz on the hip to wake me up, type of thing. Think of it as a mental exercise, and then I'll do what I can to help you get out of the way.
Right. You got a deal.
All right, thank you.
1, 2.
I'm just kidding. And then she's like, well, I am going to, well, if you have anything to eat, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go, well, if there's a nice place to meditate, establishment.
You want a room?
Yeah, that would be,
I'll get you a room. Quick walks over, grabs the key, and gives it to you. Like up the stairs, straight to the left, and past the bell, and yeah, first room on your left.
maybe we'll look at Aries and say, leave when and where I came. I'll nod it to her and then follow those directions too.
Okay. So to get upstairs, you're not sure which way to go. Clip points to his left. He says, follow the carpet, he says.
Okay.
All right, so you head this way. You come to the carpet, and you come over here, and you see a room. When you come into here, it opens up into another bar, and you see a couple thief types sitting over at this table who kind of stop talking when you walk in, and they look over at you as you walk by.
Just nod and keep walking.
They nod. You come down the carpet. You realize there's a door right here to your left, and then you go up the stairs. And when you come up the stairs, you turn to your right. And you come up right here. Or no, you come up right here. So yeah, you go straight this way. You can see a bell hanging right here with there's like a rod that is connected to the wall in the corner that goes up at an angle with this bell and a string attached to it. You walk up this way, you take a left, go past the bell, and come to this first door on your left, which is open. And you see there's a bath, and it's like a bathroom. So the fireplace, sink, and everything. So you're sure that's probably not it.
Yeah.
Then you come next to the next one, and it's right there.
All right.
You open it with the key.
Yep.
You come into this room right here. There's a chest, rather large chest sitting there with a fireplace and a nice bed. A couple torches in there burning.
I'll just find a chill spot, throw a pillow on the floor, and kneel and
All right, like right here.
try to meditate on the vow.
Okay. All right, you start to meditate. We're gonna speed up time
Because we're at the comeback.
because we're at the come back in. He tells you meditate for a couple of days, just sitting there, and you start to get hungry, of course, and shit like that. But you meditate for the full 2 days, and he tells you that it's been 2 days. He looks to you through the daggers, like, hey man, I think it's been 2 days.
Thank you for that.
That was fucking God. That was fucking annoying.
Just think if it is the last bit of torture before we figure the rest of getting you out of there.
Yeah. About that.
You thinking on that too?
Well, I couldn't think on it much. I kept wandering a little bit, having to come back. But I would appreciate it if you could get me the fuck out of here, for sure.
Well, if there's a way without completely unmaking you, then we'll go that route. I'll ask around and see what I can find out.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'm ready whenever you hear something. All right, so you go back out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you come down around the corner, past the bell. You turn the corner here, and you see this pirate leaning up against the wall with a bottle in his hand. He's just leaning up against the wall. He looks at you and walks in the corner.
Having a good time?
Top of the morning to you, lad.
Same to you?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. He's got an orange feather coming out of his hat. Big plume. He says, so, what be your name, lad? Never seen you here before. Aye, what be your name?
Glenn, and yours?
Aye, be Tarnak, as they call me here in this sphere.
Pleasure to meet you, Turner.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Godwin. That rings a bell. I think on it for a moment. Yes. You're from Volskar, are you not?
I am.
Aye, it's a rough place right now. A lot going on there. Lots of change. Children being born and such, as it were.
Suppose that is possibly part of the issue that's going on, yeah.
Aye, one in specific, a very dark child, brought from the very loins of a dark mage, they say. They call him not by a name, but by a title. Aye, indeed. They call him the godchild of evil. Savvy?
It's a hell of a name.
Aye, it is. The child of Minar Melindor, they say.
Somebody would lay down with that prick.
Well, I'm not sure whether or not it was conventional means, so to say, but I'm sure it will be affecting things, especially within the lands of Volskar, maybe even beyond. They say that when he's born, he's been born before more than once. In another crystalline sphere, when he was born, the end times, Eclipse was brought into the venture of some sort of Umbra taking over the world. I don't believe the child has any Umbra connections, but yeah, he brought in some sort of apocalypse. Hopefully that's not what's happening here in Ashendale.
Yeah, hopefully he just wants kids this time. That'd be great.
Well, I wouldn't take it for granted, though, lad. Perhaps there are those that you might be knowing that might be interested in such things. I know that your aunties probably be concerned with such a thing, or at least finding out exactly what might be going on.
Reach them from here?
Oh, I doubt it, lad. But then again, you might be able to.
Well, that's helpful.
Aye, it is. It is. You see, it would require a boon, as it were, for me to help you with such a thing. Though we do have some friends in common. A pretty little lass, goes by the name of Eris, Master Bard.
Friend we have in common indeed.
Aye, she a buxom bonny lass, for sure.
Put it that way.
Aye, she is. You know, when I first saw her, it was many years. Fell in love with her, though it wasn't her. Her name was a bit different, and of course she was the only lass that actually turned me down.
Ooh, that's what did it.
Aye, that's what made me accept the wish from the dark necromancer's era. Well, she wasn't dark then. The wish that came to pass was granted by none other than myself. That was the day that her visage was granted. Used an old lass that I had seen once in a bar long ago. That's the body that be gifted to the Neo, as it were. She's well, I do believe that she's been in love with me, but I let that go long ago. She's met a new lad.
A tempered one, no less.
Ah, yes. Vayman Sith Amore, as they were. The king of Queensland. Well,
King.
Prince, as it were. Sometimes I get a bit confused about what time we're in. Have to realize that whatever conversation I be having is relative to the time of your perception. Mine be a bit befuddled at times.
I've learned that time is a fickle bitch, as it were.
Aye, she be that for sure. That for sure. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Carry on, lad. Carry on.
Thank you.
He nods.
For talking about boons and not how to use them. And I'll walk forward.
Okay. You walk and go to the stairs,
Yeah.
then come back down. Okay. When you come back down to the next level, everything is the same as it was. You walk in here and you look and you see the two thieves that are there, just like they were before. You walk past and come into this room. And, there is a difference when you walk into this room. Eris is gone, and Habeas is sitting at the bar along with Adric. Clip's still there, but Brill and that Obelar fellow are gone. You come into the room and Clip's like, "Oh, hey,
Clip, how are we?
good. Room okay?"
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Just what I needed for, I don't know, however long I was actually up there.
What a while. Are you hungry?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, let's get you some food, man. He walks over and starts serving a plate of food. It's got some potatoes, and you could smell the potatoes. When you walked in, you could smell it. It smelled pretty good. And he puts it on the table, and it's got a turkey leg on it. And he's like, here, help yourself.
Appreciate it.
Where do you sit?
Right here, next to Adrian.
Okay. He walks over and puts the plate down and puts some liquid in it. Oh, you're not sure what it is.
He'll start to eat.
Okay.
He'll sniff the
He
drink,
eats. He starts to feel a little bit better as he's eating, and yeah, your stomach was fucking hurting and growling. You weren't doing real good. You're a little dizzy and stuff like that. The meditation helped, but once you got out of it, you seem a little bit out of it. So you eat and you feel much better.
Thank you, Clip.
No problem, man. No problem at all.
So if someone wanted to get information out without stepping out, like I heard, it's vaguely possible from the man upstairs, but is it possible to get a message out from him?
He raises an eyebrow. He goes, "The man upstairs."
Tiny?
What?
What? Drunken pirate guy? I don't know.
He looks over at Adric, and Adric looks at you like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Tarnak was upstairs."
I mean, he said his name was Tarnak. I don't know how to confirm that.
What do you look like?
Drunken pirate with a yellow feather in his cap?
Yellow feather. Normally it's orange, right? And you're like, "Oh no, it was orange." Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it might have been yellow with the glasses.
Maybe it was yellow with the glasses.
Ah, yeah. Fuck, man, that's the time god here and there in Ashentail, where you're from. That's the time god.
Oh.
Yeah. What'd he say to you? Habeas kind of leans forward.
Gave some interesting information on a mutual enemy.
Okay.
One that people don't like to name.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What'd he say?
Well, let the guy know that he's trying to have a son. In Volscott.
You see Clip's face go pale. Adric looks at him, they look at each other, then they look back at you. Habeas looks forward, grabs his mug, and gets a drink. Clip goes, "Dude, did he mention the guy with the pentagram under him? Is that what you're talking about?"
What?
The pentagram that moves in a circle around his feet. Like him, but different. Wears red robes, not black.
Oh, yeah.
Godchild of Evil. He looks over at Adric, and Adric goes, "Yeah, that's what they call him." It's like, "Is that what he said?"
Yeah.
Fuck. That's not good, bro. That's not good at all.
I got that vibe. Good. That's why I was trying to contact my aunt.
You talking about Alexandria?
Mira.
I can't really talk to her, I don't think, but I can talk to Alexandria. I can let her know.
I'm sure that she can get the message through.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, no problem. He grabs his necklace. Sal comes walking in from the other room, walks up to the bar. Cavius nods at him, Major. "He told you this upstairs?" Sal says to you.
Yeah.
"Thank you." And he turns and walks past you and goes up the stairs, and carpet. Goes the way that you came from. Clip like just watches him. Dude, that guy is. That's not good. That's not good at all. He brings
The apocalypse?
Yeah.
End times, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. No, dude, he showed up in where we're from. And Habeas says, "Yeah, I mean, it caused a lot of problems. The Umbra came shortly after him. I know that he's appeared in other crystalline spheres, and there's always been destruction that's followed him. Fucking guy's causing a lot of problems. He looks over at Adrian. Adrian goes, I know. These clones.
Always a complicated thing.
Yeah. That's going to bring, what's his name, isn't it? He looks at Adrian and he's very possible. If he's not fucking already here, he'll know before he's here, right? And he's like, yeah.
What's his wrong?
Gemini.
Oh.
Yeah. That'll bring him here. If he's, like I said, if he's not already here. Fucking Sal, man. He needs to tell us what the fuck's going on. Hagia says, yeah, he does. Especially if we're going to be here. Clips like, yeah, I need to let some others know what's going on too.
Yeah, if you could let
Alexandra said thank you, by the way.
she seemed well.
Yeah. Yeah. She seemed to already know, though, what I was talking about.
That's probably not a good sign.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, thanks for the food.
Yeah.
And the talk.
Of course.
It's great to see you guys. It's just like 5 minutes ago. But anyway, all right.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah. See how that goes. Every time I try, my mom explodes at world ends.
Shit seems to be following you around for sure.
Yeah, maybe I'm the moment of destruction.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. You don't want that moniker.
I do. Thanks for the chat as always, guys.
Yeah.
Shake it off and
Head this
head
way.
over to the corner.
All right. You head over to the corner, and Macerona's sitting in this corner chair when you walk up, and he stands when you walk in and comes over to like face you. You look up
Yeah.
at him. He's like 6'10", and he looks at you and he bows to you.
Now, Master, how dare you?
Well, you have returned,
I am.
and what have you decided?
Decided on a vow of earned loyalty, dedication of an honest student. Earned loyalty that is only strengthened by your hand and only killed by your. An empty cup ready to be filled.
So a vow to continue, or to start training, as it were, and to not leave from that path.
Correct.
Very well, young. I will take you on.
Oh, crap. Just put these on for a second. All right.
Before you decide that you want to start your training, you first should know something. Coming under my tutelage will bring great political and religious effects toward your very being. I have many enemies, but I have many friends as well.
Seems like we have that in common as well.
Much will change in the world of Ashentale in the next few days. Though time will not have passed for you, things are already underway. It seems that your open cup shall at least start to become full. The first thing I will teach you is Aiojitsu. But you must choose a weapon to learn such a thing.
Okay.
It seems that you have the ability to telekinesis, amongst other things.
Yes.
It seems your mind is stuck on something very disturbing. The information that you have brought me by being in my presence is very useful. The godchild of evil is presently changing things on Ashentail as we speak. We will have need to effect this change, and as my student, I will require that you do so. It seems that the Lord of Time within Ashentail even offers you this wisdom freely.
Learned.
You realize he's reading your mind. Like everything you think, it's going to him. That's your gut feeling. You're like, from the moment you stepped in front of him, he has read your mind. Somehow. He walks over to where this door is and waves his hand, and you see a doorway of onion paper close off this section of the wall. And then he turns and tells you to come to the center of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to train you in Aiojitsu. This will take 2 days to do so. But whatever weapon you choose, you will have quick draw. That's one of the way of the one skills, Jitsu, quick draw. And so you choose the weapon, whatever it is. So what is it that you choose?
Katana.
Okay. All right. He smiles when you say that, you know, he smiles, and he goes through the process of showing you how to use it and how to quick draw it. He starts from being in a sitting position on the ground and stepping towards your opponent, taking a knee, taking a leg up from a knee sitting position, and then striking, and then coming back to center. He's so fast. Even when you start to learn the quick draw and you realize that you've completely mastered quick draw, he is still faster than you. And his katana is more like a nodachi. It's a large katana. It's not a little one because he's so big. He's 6'11". And in the process of doing this, he also teaches you his bow, which marks you as a student of his. So in the 2 days that he teaches you this, you have 2, 4, 6, 8. You have 8 different sessions with him in 2 days. And you come and go, come back in here and go, come back in here and go, and learn this. And each time you come into this room and the onion paper appears behind you, he teaches you the old ways, that your shoes come off and all that before you enter. He tells you that these things are trivial and frivolous, and that you need not do them. But he's teaching them to you anyway, so that you know the old ways. So it's not required of you, but you have an understanding of those teachings. When you step on this carpet in the center of this room, each time, all the tables, everything disappears. The only thing that you see is this carpet, this hexagonal carpet. There's no tables, no chairs, no people. You can't see outside of it. There's just white light beyond it. And that's where you train every time that you come in. He tells you that the bow marks you as one of his students, and that in the old ways, there's a transfer of energy, a transfer of honor. when meeting others of the way of the one. He teaches you about honor, but he tells you it is not something that he wants you to practice, that he feels it is a weakness to have such honor. Transferring it back and forth and having honor can make you weaker in the eyes of others. Simply bowing with his bow to certain individuals could be dishonorable to them and make them weaker, or be honorable to them and make them stronger, simply by bowing to them with his bows. He teaches you, he takes the pelt off, and you will see a green crown on his bald head. And it glows with magical energy when he takes the pelt off. And let's see. And then he asks you what other skills you would like to learn. So you can choose your second one, whatever that is, for the way of the one. Now, with the way of the one, it takes 12 skills to become a master. 6 skills to become a master. So you have quick draw meditation. And what else? Anything else that's a way of one skill that you possess?
I believe
You do not have to spend 2 slots because of your echo trims are so high. Even though you're not a blade dancer or a monk, you would normally have to spend 2 slots. So like to learn Aiojitsu, you would have to spend 2 slots to learn that. But you don't have to. You only have to spend 1. So that's why he's allowing you to learn another skill. So I'm wrong. I think it's 12.
Okay.
Actually, it's 12 to become a master. Yeah.
So, and is it like each rank of like that is another one, or it has to be a separate skill?
So if you look in the player's journal, yes, 12 skills. 12 skills to become a master. There are different paths that you can go along to become a master. Mm-hmm. Like the path of the mystic, path of the guardian. There's different ones. And within each of these, you'll see, when you look at the book, you'll see that there's certain skills within. Yeah. So meditation is inside of one of those.
Mental.
It's in mental. And then there's quick draw or Aiojitsu. So you have 2 in mental, and then so the telekinesis is not actually in the way of the one, I don't think. So you have those 2, and do you have anything else?
Just no, I believe I just have the quick draw and 2 meditation. That's it.
So right now you're learning the way of the mental. Mm-hmm. If you choose one that's next to it, like from another category, then you'll be in the path of whatever is in between those 2. So like if you choose mental and physical, there's a pathway in between there.
Okay. Discipline?
That's called discipline.
Path of discipline.
So, but if you choose spiritual, then there's another path. So when you become a master at 12 slots, you are a master of, whatever that is, whatever skill, whatever is between those 2. If you choose it all in mental, then you're a master of the mental way, or master of, the guardian, whatever it is. And it's a combination based on those. You just have to have 12. And in any combination. So you can have 2 from mental, but you couldn't have 2 from mental, 8 from physical, and 2 from spiritual because that's not a path.
Yeah.
So you have to choose between to do that. So technically, you could have 12 slots in the way of the one and not be a master.
I got you. Because it's on two. They're two
Right.
separated from
two separated paths. So you have to choose which way you want to go with that. So if you choose whatever side you choose from mental, if you choose spiritual or physical, you'll be the path in between. He can teach all these paths, so that's no worry. But once you have 12 way of the one skills that are in a combination of a pathway, making you a master, then you can combine 3 skills together at the same time as a single action or attack. So as an example, you could have a distance attack, like I think it's not distance, it's where you reach out with an energy that you can see 1 foot per level or feel 1 foot per level from around you.
Unseen sight.
Unseen sight. If you have unseen sight, you can see 1 foot per level around you. And you can see, like, you could reach in somebody's body and feel their heart beating, or you could feel what's in a bag on their hip, or you could whatever, you could combine that with a skill that allows you to strike out for a distance. You could bind the 2 of those together and reach in and grab somebody's heart.
Pain touch on an enemy's heart.
Right. Yeah. But you cannot combine those 3 skills until you're a master of one of the ways. You can just use them as separate abilities. So you can choose the other one. And
speaking of unseen sight.
Unseen sight?
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So is that one mental too?
Mental as well.
So you're going on the mental path so far. So unseen sight. What level are you?
12.
So you'll be able to see a 12-foot globe around yourself. You have to concentrate in a direction. It's not like you see everything in that area. You have to concentrate wherever it is that you're thinking when you use it. Unseen sight is also an ability that other way of the one users have. So if you're both using it, it will hit each other. And you can allow it to go through both of you or not. And if you don't allow it to go through, it will stop at wherever it
wall each other off. Force field meeting. Yeah.
There are some individuals that are so powerful, like Master Rona, where he could surround your unseen sight with his, and yours no longer works. Like he could completely absorb that area around where all yours just doesn't work. But they have to be able to circumvent and cover all of yours to do that. Otherwise, it'll just stop wherever it's at, wherever you guys are doing. So with that ability, you could feel people's heart rate moving faster. You can, there's all kinds of things you can. So if you have it up and someone tries to pick your pocket, for example, even though you're not concentrating, it's okay. And I believe it states in there that you can't be surprised while it's up. So you can't read it. So backstab is not a thing with that up. What was your question?
So do you want me to read the unseen
sight?
sight?
You can read unseen sight.
A character trained in this art is completely attuned to their surroundings and cannot be surprised when concentrating on it, even by invisible beings. Additionally, with concentration and connection to the energy of the way, the character can feel as many feet around them as they are in level. For instance, a 10th level character with this skill could feel through a 5 feet wall into the next room. This skill also allows the character to feel inside the body of another, sensing how fast their heart is beating, feel within a bag, knowing its contents. Masters, when combining the skills, can use this to attack. For example, a master could use unseen sight, combine pain touch to target an enemy's. That's looked up and awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is. So you realize how powerful Rona is while he's teaching you this stuff, because you realize he has the ability to combine different things. He's a very powerful being. uh, you have a good master for sure. So he's lawful, you know that, but he's not good or evil. So you pretty much learn his alignment is it's based in some kind of neutrality. His lawfulness is structured in the fact that he's training you. So you're not sure for sure that he's lawful, but that's what he's using to train you with. Every once in a while, though, he will tell you this is the old way, but you do not have to follow it. So you're not sure. That's a little chaotic. So you're not sure. You learn that he is considered a Ronin to the emperor and to the shogun both. That he is an outsider from their culture, and so that if you meet anyone from the east that follows either one of those two, your bow would be considered dishonorable.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. And by the time you're done with the training, he tells you to return when you can absorb more. He tells you that you've absorbed all you can at the current state that you have attained, because you have no more proficiencies, right?
So in counting, I did have one more.
You do have one more open? Is it from intelligence, or is it one that you didn't choose?
There's one that I hadn't, when recounting from the intelligence bonus and things like that. I thought I had used because of the numbers, but then counting the numbers, I didn't.
So is it a learned skill, a learned weapon skill, or a learned skill, or is it
a skill? Yeah, like a learned skill.
Right. So you can choose a third one. What will that be? So it will take longer than 2 days, or longer than 4 days actually. Or probably it'll take a week basically to train you in all these. He does tell you that he's only had one other student in all of his existence. That you're the second student, and that the last student he had was a very long time.
I will surely remember that. I think I will stick with mental. I think I'll transmogrify.
Okay. All right. Transmogrification. You want to read it?
Yep. Transmogrify. Through the connection of the way, a character can absorb any single spell equal to or lower in level to that level of the character's current level. For example, a 5th level character can absorb a 1st to 5th level spell, nullifying its effects. This skill requires a successful intelligence check, can only be performed once a day.
Nice. Nice. And so pretty much at this point it's any spell, because you're 12th level, right? Yeah, so it's any spell. 9th level or under. Once a day. Awesome. All right. You're good to go. It takes you 6 days, 7 days actually. It makes you go 7 days with all this because you have to go over everything again. And he tells you to return when you are ready to learn more. All right, he gives you a wakizashi, and in honor of completing your training, and he gives you a headband with his house symbol on it, which is a lotus flower with a hourglass in the center, which he explains to you is from the house Mashida, but it's been altered with the hourglass symbol. And the Wakizashi gives you is a +5 sharpness, and it has his symbol in the hilt.
Thank you, Master.
You've done well, young one. He would tell you that eventually you'll be able to reach out and connect with him, even inside the combat in. He says it's possible with the amount of echo trims that you have within you that you might be able to do that already, but it might take a great deal of energy, such as being on a conduit. And he tells you about conduits and ley lines and how those work. If you're standing on a conduit, your powers are doubled. So
I like that word.
instead of 12
What's its
feet, it'd be
damage again?
24 feet.
Okay.
You're
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
So any of the levelable things.
correct.
Okay.
It's doubled. He also tells you that standing on conduits connects you to the plane of the one, and he explains and teaches you about the plane of the one. So actually, he might teach you the theory of the way to give you 2 bonus slots. If you look in the book,
That I just closed.
under the theory of the way, yeah, he probably would do that. If you have theory of the way, which is a learned skill, it gives you the bonus of 2 way of the one skills. So basically what it would do would give you, so you had 3 slots open. You did Iojitsu, Unseen Sight, and Transmogrification. So instead of choosing Transmogrification, if you chose Way of the Theory of the Way, then you have 2 more that you can choose, and that's what he would have done.
Okay. It works for me.
Yeah, Theory of the Way will allow you to have 2 bonus. So you could choose 2 more and then look up Theory of the Way as well.
You're using the Chaos Law. Music. There, Theory of the Way. You want me to read that first?
Yeah.
Theory of the Way. Character with this skill by accident or training has learned of a hidden force or energy attached to all physical matter and has learned the way that they are part of it. There are 4 skills that will bring this discovery: meditation, quick draw, immovability, and mental resistance. Once a character has one of these 4, they start exploring the theory of the way. All monks and blade dancers start the game with the option of choosing the way of the one skills. Any characters with theory of way of the one skill gains 2 skill slots for the way of the one.
So yeah, he starts basically teaching you about your echo trims and teaching you about whatever energies inside of you is attached to all living things, and that the way of the one or the plane of the one is located in the outer planes, but also in the inner planes. It is a connection directly. It's not the astral, but it's like the astral. It's just an energy that's connected to all living things. So when he teaches you that, you'll be able to choose 2 more way of the one skills, which will give you 4, I believe, right?
Yeah, so meditation, quick draw, insight, and transmogrify. Plus, if there's one more from.
So instead of transmogrify, you would have to choose theory of the way, but then it gives you transmography.
And then actually an open one.
And then you'll have another one. So you'll have 6. You're halfway to becoming a master. Wait, no, because theory of the way doesn't count as 1. So you'll be at 5. But yes, you can choose one other because you did transmogrify. All right, so I'm going to allow you to get that done and taken care of. And we are going to go for a quick break while you're doing that, and then we'll come back and we are going to go back with Zed, if that sounds good to you.
Sounds good to me.
Guys, we'll be right back. See you in a bit. And we're back. We are going to go back to Zed.
Yay. Just as happy as we were before.
You walk into the room where General Dalmar is. Xavier's like, hey, Dal, we want to be pirate kings. And you see him turn back around. He's got a case in his hand that you recognize, the box. He turns and looks and goes, unfortunately, that will have to wait, Xavier. He's like, oh, man.
It was worth a shot.
You got a mission for us? He's like, not for you. Gemini wants you to return. Use the box. Find the other Zed. Switch bodies with him. We will control him to bring him back. You will take a ship with you. We will find a way to connect and contact you. He holds out his hand, hands you a stone, and then hands you the box. The stone is an Arcanite stone. This will control Sub Rosa. You should be able to take command of her and control her the moment that you get there. Do not be discovered or caught. Up to this point, you have done quite well, and Gemini is pleased. He has mentioned that it is appropriate that he hasn't had to come and take care of the issues. We are doing well. We do not want him here. Trust me.
We shall continue to succeed.
Yes, we will. You will do your duty for the Empire, homeland.
We'll do what it takes to see you safely to your family. See the mission complete, my friend.
You have done well, Z. He says Zed. Actually, you have done well, General Zed. Xavier's like, if you need me or anything, if shit goes fucking south and you need me, just contact me, man. We'll be watching. We'll be doing the best that we can to watch without being discovered.
Well,
Dalmar's like, you will be deep undercover for some time once you are able to connect with the other Zed. If you cannot send him back, eliminate him.
with pleasure.
For Gemini.
Gemini.
Xavier's for Gemini.
I will be off.
I'll see you out, man.
All right.
He was walking with you. He takes you the way you came in and do that thing and into the elevator. You go down to where the tram is. You get in the tram and he uses it. He pilots it, takes control of it, shoots you all the way back to where the ship's bay is, and you guys get out and go walking up to the ship, and they have it all ready and everything. You see him unhooking the hoses. He's like, hopefully his bracer will enable him to come back in the ship. If not, find a way between the two of you to empower one of the two bracelets. I don't know what you did last time, but whatever you did last time.
Do they both have to return?
No, you can keep one with you.
Is that fine?
Well, he just needs the power. He needs the bracelet to be powered. It might be powered. His might already be powered since he hasn't used it. I don't think he knows how to use it. So,
Moron.
yes, exactly.
Just to access the damn thing and teach you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's Gemini technology. He doesn't know what the fuck that is. So, I don't know. Maybe over time he might learn. But
You worry about it being finicky again around him. But
yeah, I can see how that might be an issue. He's not a clone that's connected to us, but once he's in your body, we'll be able to take control of him. If we take control of him and he has no way to return, then you'll need to eliminate him. Of course, once he's eliminated, he will return back to us if he's in your body because of the ruin. So it should be good, man. Don't get caught.
of course not.
All right, man. Holds out his hand. It's good seeing you again.
See you in the future, my friend.
Or in the past. He smiles. You make your way up into the ship. Okay. You invoke, or the elevator invokes, and you go up and you see him there and he waves at you, and you come up to the top. You see a few other ships like yours patrolling around the area. And as soon as you get to the top, you can notice that there's like manhole covers and different devices that are bringing air down into there. You see a tower that's right here next to you, some kind of two huge towers next to you here, and you look across and you see this fucking giant vessel that's just sitting there. Now that you're closer, you can see that it's manned, and it's not Zeds that are on board. You look and you see plate mail, what look like paladins and anti-paladins on board that ship. Your ship raises up and stops. The elevator stops. You take control of your ship and fly it.
Yep.
All right. Head back the way you came.
Yep.
All right. So at this point, the heads-up display, when it appears, it gives you the option of where you want to appear in Ashentail space when you invoke the ship. So you have to choose where that's going to be.
Any cloaking ability that he knows that he can tell?
Yeah, as you start to look around, you realize the ship has a complete cloak with it that you can go invisible and unseen. Shadow. It's there's a symbol for shadow with a button.
You can still see where like the decicle.
Yeah,
and
you can see where the decicle is.
how the ships are.
Yeah. Shill, Lux, the Necrothians, all of it. It's all being tracked.
Although I don't know how to do distance outside the fence, I guess, but
Roll an intelligence check.
very much so.
You know that they're going to be able to track this ship wherever you go as well. Just as a reminder.
So yeah, he'll take it kind of towards Lux.
Okay.
So obviously just keep the destination that he knows he's supposed to. He thinks that they want him to go to Rosa and where
Right.
he's supposed to be. So
The Sub Rosa. Yeah.
and obviously kind of keep it, try to get it away, a little ways away, and be cloaked. Whether if you can cloak it beforehand or as soon as he gets there.
So you invoke the cloak, but you realize when you engage it that the cloak comes off while you're engaged. So when you appear, you'll have to re-cloak it, but it does let you know that the cloak doesn't work while you're going back in time, so to say. So the same thing happens as before. The tunnel appears, and you go through that tunnel, and then you'll stop in space, and then you invoke your cloak, and then you're sitting in the ship in space right there, next to Lux.
You look around. Are there any onboard weapons? Like
you look around and you realize there are some kind of cannons, some kind of energy weapons that.
I mean, like personally, like he could like a sidearm for whatever. Like he could.
No, there's no sidearm on the ship. No weapons in the ship that you can take personally with you, but the ship itself has weapons. You got your bracelet, the bracer. You got the case, and you got the stone for the Sub Rosa.
He will, with the bracer, he'll try to like see if that allows for telepathic connections that he can make. Because he doesn't have a stone on him or anything for telepathy. So
You have an Arcanite stone.
oh, shit.
The bracer, you realize it can communicate through telepathy to the minions of Gemini and other Zeds, but they're disconnected from you through time, so it's not working. There's only one connection, and you feel that it's the other Zed.
Can he feel like where he's located?
Yeah, he's on board Sub Rosa, I believe. Isn't that where we left off? No.
Well, we were communicating, so I don't know what happened there.
So he was in the cell. He was still in the cell, so you could feel him in the cell, but he doesn't have the bracer. I don't. No, he does have the bracer. Yeah, so you can feel him. Yeah, you can feel him. He's in the cell. He's in the security headquarters prison on Lux.
He'll try. He's gonna try to. Reach out telepathy, but do the Arcanite stone.
Okay.
He would try to reach out to Ares because it's time involved, and he doesn't want to.
To Ares?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You reach out to her. You sense another presence, Rosa, and she's like, Zed?
Rosa? You okay?
Yes. You have the Arcanite stone.
You do.
Wait.
And the case.
You're not
No way.
You're not in jail?
No, I escaped you. There's a lot going on a tiny line of business that I'm just not sure how much to say this time to the wrong people. There's a lot I need to say, a lot that needs to be done in a short amount of time.
I'm sure that the Admiral would like to know what's going on. I can contact her. The Sub Rosa that is being worked on right now. We took a lot of damage.
Long story short, your stone and the case were taken to the future. I accidentally went to the future and got back. But they
So, who's in the cell?
a version of me that needs to die.
Very well. I will alert the Admiral and the others.
Especially if he's wearing a bracelet, like the one that you have.
Yes, you took that from me, I noticed.
I didn't want them to use any of their magics and mess with time that shouldn't be and make things worse.
I have a feeling that that's how they took the ship anyway.
So do I, because I was able to take control of the prison.
I'm not sure where the Admiral will want you to report, but probably aboard the Sub Rosa, if you can make your way here.
Think I can? I don't know. Last time I tried to operate the ship, it went forward in time, so I'll try to figure that out.
Ship?
Yeah. Pretty sure there's a future me has been coming back and meddling with time, using this ship to go back and forth in time. And using this bracer as well.
So you got the case and you got my stone. What about Kazav?
I couldn't think of a way to save him. He'll be under their control shortly, not already in the future.
Then we were required to change things a great deal. He has way too much information.
Yeah.
I will contact the Admiral.
I will wait here and try to figure out how to better operate the ship without ripping a space and time.
Very well said. It's good to have you back.
Thanks.
And that's where we're going to end the episode because of timey stuff. I can't, I can't. Yeah, I don't know what the Admiral and the others are going to do, but that was a great shadow session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was freaking awesome. Now they know you're not a traitor because they're watching this live, I'm sure. So, yeah, very cool.
Don't even think about it for a minute, guys. Come on.
Yeah, he wasn't a traitor. It's the other Zed. Little information given out. So, yeah, luckily you got back in time. That was really cool. So, guys, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Thank you for coming. We enjoyed it. I had a great time. Don't forget about the books and the system. Go check it out. Join our Discord. Check out our website and all that stuff. We can throw the links down. Moderators can take care of that. But we will see you guys. Actually, for us, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow.
We'll see you when we see you.
See you when you see you. That's right.
Just hop on. Watch it all times.
Yeah. So thank you for coming. We are Original GM, and this has been Shadow Session. We'll see you next time.
As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory, we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land. As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land. This land.